gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Neville Gallimore, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Second and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So a critical mistake roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Mixon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mixon again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. They go play action with Burrow as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now a give, right side. Childress, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
On first down, Mixon, and he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he stopped immediately there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
1st down, Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys add on.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
So the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
2nd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. Catch is made by Hardman. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So, 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second-half blowout material. Here's a give to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
To me,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Neville Gallimore able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Burrow will throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Burrow on play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the 1st half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. It's fielded at the 45. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here's another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. McCain, they'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 7. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
On 1st down, trailer. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
This will be caught at about the 6.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Neville Gallimore picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
On 3rd down, Burrow able to shake him off. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congrats.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,